Good Sunday afternoon, everybody, and welcome in for another episode of the HPC Collins Way Fundamental of the Week. I'm your host, Jay Fahey, and this week's fundamental is number 15. Listen generously. The fundamental states, listening is more than simply not speaking. Give others your undivided attention. Be present, engaged, and minimize distractions. Let go of the need to agree or disagree. Suspend your judgment and be curious to know more rather than jumping to conclusions. Above all else, listen to understand. This fundamental hits home this week in particular because recently you could say that I failed to listen generously to both my common sense and perhaps even my wife when I said I was going to throw a rock over a branch in an effort to set up a rope swing. My wife insisted that that could be dangerous. Well, by failing to listen generously, ultimately I wound up with this. That's besides the point. As it pertains to Collins, this is an important fundamental because Brian will often say that everyone sells. And in sales, it's important that we listen generously. I can tell you that personally, when I first started out, and even today, that I was so focused in a sales call on where I was going to take the conversation next, the direction I wanted to steer the conversation, that a lot of times, instead of listening to the answer to either the question I had just asked or something the customer was saying, I was already mentally focused on what I wanted to say next. And so I was missing pertinent information that either the customer was providing or I had requested, hey, what's this or what's that, or what do you do about these products? And so focused on where I was going next that I would miss a lot of what it is that they were saying to me. So I think it's important that in our daily lives, we both, to behoove ourselves professionally and sometimes physically, personally, listen generously. Listen generously to your customers. Listen generously to your coworkers, to your friends, to anybody, because it's important to get that information in real time. Because if we're so focused instead on speaking ourselves, then, as I said, we can miss important information. So that's pretty much it for this week's Fundamental, folks. Hope everyone has a great week. As always, have fun, make money, go Pats.